Let's go. Welcome. Here we go. So, I want to share with you a couple things that can change how you execute and how fast you can start moving forward. So, you can stop procrastinating and thinking too long and moving into execution mode. See, most people uh, are neutralized, most people are just frozen with asking too many questions, and they don't convert that thinking into executable results. And that's why you're probably one of them, because I was like that. You're stuck in this thinking mode, thinking harder mode, but you're not executing. So I'm going to share with you how you can actually start moving into this possibility of change. You are capable, and that's probably why you clicked on this. And ask yourself this question. So stop here and think about this for a second. If this was the second time you're living your life, what would you change? What would you change right now? Just stop and pay attention. If this is the second time you're living your life, what would you change? Perplexing, isn't it? So I want to hear your story. I want to know, what are you going to do about it? Like, what is this thing that is really grinding into your heart, into your mind, and you can't stop but thinking about it at night and in the morning? I want you to tell me emotionally, how do you feel about this thing, and why does it keep coming back? What is this want that you're after that you could never get? You think about it, you procrastinate about it, and nothing really happened. But I'm going to teach you how you can move into action very quickly on this idea. See, a lot of people are, left brain, so analytical, thinking, charts, collecting information, theory, checking different options, or instead, this is illogical. I want to move you into the execution stage with an illogical step that's going to quantum leap your results. And I want to help you open up, because you have a whole right side to your brain, emotional side, that you have disconnected from feeling with it. My name is Kamal, and I've helped hundreds of people do the same. My book's being listened to all over the world, 130,000 listeners or so, and there's over 20,000 followers on social media that actually see this, and hundreds of clients. Go ahead and look it up. But I want to get your attention and get you interested in one way how you can stop thinking hard and start executing faster at a quantum speed. I'm going to help you move into action with ease. So if we're to take 5 minutes right now and spend some time on this question, if this is the second time for you going around living your life, what would you change? What is the story that you want the world to tell about you? What are you going to leave behind? Leave the analytical on the side. Like, don't overdo it. Just get on doing it, right? Now I know what's going to happen. I know exactly. I want you to make up your mind that you're actually going to do this, because I'm going to help you move forward. And if you follow up and if you do what I'm asking you to do, you're going to find different ways to change at a much easier pace. I want you to make up your mind that there is nothing anymore to be answered. You're just going to move into execution. You're going to start talking to people about this thing that you have. You're going to start practicing these things I'm going to share with you, so that you can actually take advantage of this 150 years of science and psychology. See, I was in your shoes for a long time, and I didn't know what the hell was wrong. Kept going to certificates, to courses, buying books, doing that, traveling, changing jobs, and it didn't really matter. My income stayed the same. The level of success was the same. Nothing was changing. But then I found myself not feeling good, not wanting to do it, didn't have the energy. But then I found somebody, because I was in a hole. I needed that help. And I stopped and I asked this same question that I just shared with you. And I'm sharing with you exactly the same way how I felt it when I needed it. And you probably need this shift right now. See, you don't need to give up. You don't need to go somewhere too far. Like right here, right now, I want you to come up with a series of thoughts that would connect with you at a much different level. I want you to get rid of all this junk that's been messing around with you, because we're going to revamp this operating system that you have and implant some new idea that you can probably latch on and move at a quantum speed. The only way these new questions that you're going to be coming up with, because your old you is going to trick you, is by moving into action. And the action is going to be corrected based on the results. You're going to learn by doing. See, we have this thing called the knowing doing gap, and it's huge. The difference between knowing and doing is a mile apart, more, maybe even 10 miles apart. We don't need to be knowing anymore. We don't need to be collecting information anymore. Companies, as a matter of fact, spend billions of dollars every year helping people to know more. You already know the fishbone diagrams. You already know the 5 why analysis. You already know this and that, project management. But you don't do more. You don't show more. Your income doesn't show more as well. And your promotions don't show it either. So if you want to get into the stop thinking mode and start executing at a different level, this is for you. I'm building something really, really special. I'm going to see if I can share the screen here and get you to see what we're building so that you can start very quickly, shortly on this mission that we're on. I want you to stop thinking harder and start executing a whole lot better. This is going to be over a 5-day where we're going to build something for you that you can use. This is coming up, so I want you to move into action. Get into this page. If you're following, the link is probably somewhere here or somewhere on LinkedIn or somewhere on YouTube, but just don't just think about it. You're going to actually have to do it, because if you're not doing, the old you is really the one that's messing around with you. This is Engineer Challenge to help you move. It's meant for analytical people, engineers, managers who are done knowing and you want to move to production. You want to move into making things happen. See, you don't have an intelligence problem. You have what I call a latency problem. You have an execution problem. You're too afraid. That's the knowing doing gap. You're worried, you're doubtful, and you're afraid, and you don't move. The truth is, you can solve complex problems, but your execution is not showing it because you don't move as fast on the actions. So that's what we call the knowing doing gap. And it's filled with all kind of weird stuff. Systematic drag. I want you to stop it. We're going to teach you some things that will going to change your life. We're going to get rid of this complexity trap, the system drag, the analysis loop. See, there are so many smart people out there, leaders like yourself, and they stay stuck in positions for years, and their income stagnates. I'm not talking about changing your job. I'm not talking about moving to another country. I tried all these things. They don't really work. They don't really work. You have to do some things in a much different way for your wealth to move, for your health to change, for your productivity level to quantum. This is a framework that we can install systematically into your life, and starts with this 5-day challenge that's gonna end this loop that you're in, because you are in a loop where you spend 80% of your time, 80% of your income on stuff that don't work, and we're gonna move to the other way around to do less and have more. How would you like to have that? Because I'd like to have that as well, all the time, not just some of the time. So I want to introduce you to this 5-day engineered challenge that's going to break the myth for you and get you into this result-oriented mode. I learned this system for years now, and it has changed everything. For the people that have read my books, see my posts, actually bought the program and came to learn and spent time with us in the book clubs, it changes everything. And this can do the same for you. Introducing the 5-day engineer challenge. This is incredible. This is not motivation. If you want to be motivated, go to YouTube, put some song or something. This is a technical overhaul of how your operating system works. This is not a hack. This is not a step 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give you the holy grail. This is not just fluff. This is not just guru mindset stuff. This is clear cause and effect based on the laws of the universe. This works for everybody, everywhere. So what we've built is a system that works based on methodology, based on engineering principles. I did that because I needed it. I'm an engineer, and that's what I had to do to overcome all this stuff. So on day one, we call it the decomposition protocol, where all this technical stuff is going to be boom, put on the side. I'm going to give you some strategies of how you can think differently at that quantum level, at that atomic execution level. So you can stop managing these little tiny projects and start doing quantum action, leading you into a new way of thinking, a much bigger approach. Here we are on the weekend, give you an example. We're about to visit a property for another investment while I'm just hanging around the house. So how does this happen for me and some of the clients that we got and not for you? Because we have this system. It works. It works because it works is based on the laws. Day two, illogical based prioritization. Right now, your mind is logically trying to analyze, put charts. Does this really work? Blah, blah, blah. No, what I'm going to teach you is illogical. Because for the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years, you are taught that go to school, get a job, pay the taxes, and things will be well. Well, I'm telling you, things are not going to be well. Because look around you. 95% of the people are stuck, unhappy, miserable, and broke. And I don't want you to end up like that. So that's why it's an illogical way to think. And that's why it resonates with managers, engineers, and analytical people who really want to move the needle. Then on the third day, I'm going to teach you how you can start the impression of increase and install this frictionless environment where you can activate that energy that's needed. How do you show up with strong energy every day? How do you do it so you don't get tired? What is the myth? How does it really work? How do high performers always high perform and they don't fall apart? And this is going to be for the real people, for those who are really interested in moving the land. It's just the payoff is going to be huge for you. If you've done projects and you know payoff and ROIs, this is going to blow your mind away. On day four, we're going to apply these resource constraints to forcefully move you into efficiency and help you launch the 2.0 version of you. A simple example, you've all heard of the 80-20 rule. What if you can start doing 20% of the stuff and let 80% of the stuff go? Some actions are never meant to be done, even if you are told to do them by your boss. They just die away. Because you're going to be so more productive on the bigger actions that actually move the needle. But you need to have the kahunas. You need to have the methodology. You need to have the system that I'm talking about. And this is just random stuff. This is the summary of years of what I've learned from all the people that I've been mentored with and continue to do. And it's just going to keep getting better. And the benefit is going to be huge because you're going to have a visual operating system that's going to help you. This one works for everybody and everywhere. It works based on the laws of the universe. So what does that mean? Just like gravity. If I drop this cup right now, if I drop this cup, gravity would suck it down. So what I'm going to teach you is works all the time. Because you're going to start operating rhythmically with the laws of the universe. And you're going to have a feedback to correct the plane. The plane goes from Detroit to Florida, let's say, on automatic pilot. What if we can install something like that for you that you want to achieve that would get you there on automatic? I'm not saying you don't need to do the work. You are going to have to do the work and you are going to have to pay the price. There is no two way about it. What makes this different is because there's zero fluff. We stripped away all the motivation stuff, all the self-help stuff. You can go and get that somewhere else. This is for the serious people who really want to start doing things in a different way at a much faster pace that's proven and that works. So you're going to walk away with a lot that you can start building. And you're going to see after this 5 days, you apply it and in 30 days, you're going to feel a shift. Now, if you just attend the 5 days, you're going to benefit as well. And if you stop, you're going to feel it. But it's going to take a few more days after that to make it effective so you can apply it in 1 or 2 areas for your life. It's going to be huge for you. I'm actually amazed because, the team put this together. I taught them what I'm thinking. I told them what I'm doing. And boom, they came up with this. And it's going to be really beautiful. So, who's this for? You're in a position, you're a manager, you're a business owner, but your team is not working for you. It's not really happening. You're a technical lead, you're a senior engineer that is frustrated with the status quo. The payoff is huge. So jump on the opportunity and start producing consistently. Start making things happen. I can't wait to see you on the call. And guess what? If you upgrade to a VIP, you're going to see a whole different new benefit to it. So that's what it is in a nutshell, introducing the 5-day engineered execution challenge. And I can't wait to share more with you on this. God bless you. Thank you so much. And listen, I know this is going to help you. That's why I'm willing to put my name, my face on this page and saying these things, because everything here is proven. Zero fluff. So, see you on the call. See you soon. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in person because I do travel. Talk soon.
Right now. Yes.